And then Krityah Prangulaha. What is the purpose of prang here? Prang is prior to. So what we are going to be enumerating from this point on all the way up to rule, introduction of affix rule, they will be known as Kritya. So what are Krityas? The Krityas are a subset of Krit. Kartari Krit, and then up to rule, whatever affix is, they will be known as Kritya. This is the classification of convenience. Kritya Prangulaha affixes which are introduced after a verb root from here onwards to rule 31133 are termed Kritya. Tavyat Tavya Niyaraha. Tavyat Tavya and Aniyara. Dhatos tavyat tavya aniyar ityete pratyaya bhavanti takara refau swararthau. See, takar and refa of this set of affixes is intended for marking the swara. Give me a rule which has the ta as an it and marks an accent. I want an accent rule because it says swarartham. A tit is a swarita. Tit swaritam. So this is how he introduces the accents. Liti, lit swara, tit swara, etc. Acho yat ajanta dhatur yat pratyayo bhavati takaro yato anavahiti swarartha. Porad upadhat pavargantat dhatur akaropadhad yat pratyayo bhavati. Affix yat is introduced after the upadha. What is upadha? Alontyat purva upadha. So see, what I am trying to remind you is nothing moves without a definition. And whenever he introduces a definition, watch out, he is going to introduce some operation. That's why you can say that samyas are the diesel which carry, pull the chariot. These are important things in consideration of the sangyas. I am a big follower of the sangyas. They are the ones which carry the Himalaya on their shoulder. Himalaya of derivations. Pur adupadhat. Shaki sahosya sakli shaktau shaha marshane anayodhator yat pratyayo bhavati shakyam sahyam. You should remember one thing, whenever you have a reference made to a verb root with the sh, the retroflex sha, that sha is going to be replaced with sa. Gada mada chara yamasyanupasarge gada bhaktyam vachi madi harshe chara gati bhakshanayo yama uparame ete vyasyanupasarge yat pratyayo bhavati gadyam madhyam charyam yamyam. Avadya parnyagarha panitabhya nirodhesu avadya parnyavarya itete shabda nipatyante. This is nipatana. So there is one way of dealing with the derivation of certain words where the Acharya finds that it is very complex to give rules that this rule applies, and then you derive this. So instead you just go take recourse to nipatana and voila, is derived. Although commentators have always tried to explain that this action is accomplished by nipatana. Vahyam karanam arya swami vaishyayoho. Rigata vasman nyati prapte. So, nyat was made available. Swami Vaishya or Avidheya, or when you have the denotation as Swami and Vaishya, then yat pratyayo nipatyate. There is no rule. It is just that by nipatana you get the affix yat. Arya Swami, Arya Vaishya, yato anavaha iti adyudat tatve prapte. So this is all for the accent. Upsarya kalya prajane. By the way, the cows in the Ashtadhyayi, Upsarya kalya prajane. See, the cows in the Ashtadhyayi are so multiply described. I mean, there are tons of varieties of cows in the Ashtadhyayi. You will not find anywhere else. See, Upsarya is derived via Nipatana. Kalya Prajane, she who has approached time for her first impregnation, is denoted. That's what this is the meaning. Kalya Prajane, when she whose time of impregnation has arrived, consider Upsarya, Sharadi, Mathura. Mathura should be approached, visited in the autumn. Ajaryam Sangatam, this is a fantastic rule. Ajaryam iti nipatyate sangamam ched bhavati. The word ajarya is introduced with the signification of friendship. So he is making the general affixation, and then deriving all kinds of forms, tutya, shishya, vritya, aditya, jushya, etc. I don't think I have to get into the details of these things. Bhiyo Sangyam, there has to be something interesting. Vidyo Dhyavnade Vidyo Vijay Shakya Pratyo Nipatyate, this is Kyap. So there are many Nipatanas. And recourse to Nipatana is taken because there will be confusion if you start finding rules. Okay, these are the rules which derive these. Ama shabda saharthe vidyate tasmin upapade vaser dhatu kale adhikarne nyat pratyayo bhavati tatra anyata syam vidya bhavo nipatyate. Optionally, vriddhi is accomplished via nipatana. I had a lot of nightmares in doing this. And sometimes I will say, I am not going to do it. But how could you run away from that? You have to do it. Uravashyake anapyo aniteti chedakita pranayo sammate. Let's go in 3, 1, 2. Oh, this is something you must remember. There are many references to this group, like Pachadi. Pachadi is an open-ended Akriti Gana of nominals. Ajvidhi Sarvadhatubhya Pachante cha Pachadaya, etc. An operation related to vowels of tense on all verbal roots. The Pachadi, etc. are thus enumerated. Let this be for blocking on. This is how Shwapacha, etc. are derived. So, just in case you hit a reference to Pachadi, this is the Pachadi. And this is very commonly referred to. And you had that Igu Padhagya Pikiraha, Ataschopsargaha. Charita Kasante Bhona. What? Last 10? Oh, the publishers, they have to have 10 years, 15 years, as many years they want to have. See, when I prepared this, it's unfortunate. I prepared that translation, and then I gave, in 2005, I gave the 2 volumes to Munshi Ram Manohar Lal, my evil publishers of the Ashtadhyayi 6 volumes. And I gave them in 2005. I was here in the summer. I read the page proofs, etc., of both the volumes. And that was it. After that, I kept asking Munshi Ram, please give me the corrections. They never replied to that. I don't know. The older brother died. There was a big infight within the... And I hear that the fight was centered around the right of the Ashtadhyayi 6 volumes. Because the younger brother who became the owner of the outfit, he wanted to get the right of the 6 volumes. So anyway, long story short, I was helpless. And then what I did was I brought Vidya Varidhi's Kashika edition, and I sat down and I spent 6 months and just entered the Kashika. Then I started doing the translation afresh, right from the beginning. So I completed that. Then I gave that to DK Print World. So your process is a big work. It will take time. So he's taking his time. Okay. Vibhasha Tatorna Pratyo Bhavati. I have forgotten about the publication of it. Even this time, I talked with DK Print World. I said, you do it, otherwise I'm going to withdraw it. I will send it in the public domain. You just have it. Don't give me the 10%. Yeah, that's what will be coming pretty soon. I'm going to release that 6-volume Ashtadhyayi in the public domain pretty soon. Yeah, you will get.